Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels Beat That. So, my goal right now is to finish this game in the next 5 episodes, which means in this sitting. We have a lot to do. We have 2 eliminators, all the rampages, and then a tournament to do. So a tournament's going to take 2 episodes. That means getting through all these things, like 6 events in 3 episodes, which is possible, because usually rampage is very quick, but we'll have to see. Eliminator we've had some bad luck with before though, so we'll see. Now, as of late, it seems like the very fabric of the universe has kind of been falling apart since, rather suspiciously, ever since the Phantom appeared, whatever their nature is, either because we're getting closer to that and it's causing issues for us, it distorts reality, or because the Phantom Racer is doing it on purpose, or even potentially because the Phantom Racer caused rifts in space and time by having come to visit us unintentionally. Or maybe the Phantom Racer was even sent by that. We'll find out. Maybe. Probably not. Smash into pins, drift. Okay. This should work out alright. Hitting the pins should be pretty easy. And the only thing is, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to get things done in eliminators because we can't fall behind. But actually, we have 2 really simple goals this time, don't we? Oh, come on. You need to be, it's not one of those games where you can just kind of like turn and drift while going straight. That's not usually how you drift either. Like, where you can just drift while going straight for a long time. You actually need to be turning as you do it. Can't be hitting a wall either. Okay. I don't think I have any reason to use missiles for anything really. So how about we get ahead a little bit. For the sake of not having to worry about whether or not we're ahead. And then get back on drifting. Go away. It is being suggested that we consider Demon as a candidate for being Gearhead. I have been thinking it would be nice to incorporate Gearhead somehow. What I've been thinking is I'd want to incorporate Gearhead in the form of XT3, since XT3 is Gearhead's robot buddy, and it's being established that Gearhead can in fact also drive XT3, despite XT3 also being capable of functioning on its own. Oh, come on, I just tried to put that thing down. Okay, well, take your own EMP then. Ah. I was trying to like stop dead so I could try to go slow and go drift, but it didn't quite work out. But I know XT3 is not going to pop up again, unfortunately. It's just going to a reality I have to accept. So I will have to think about whether I choose anybody to be Gearhead. Who, if so, I'm not quite sure. Well, that's a pretty good jump that I got for being hit, for not having full control. Okay. But, thing is, where are those pins I want to hit? I haven't been getting the best drift either. Okay, here we go. Back for pins. Another pin. I really do like these. Oh man, that's all the pins. I really do like these missions that are actually related to specific levels themselves. It's nice and creative. It makes things a bit more of a unique experience. Dude, let me drift. Why are you not giving me drift credit? It's a little annoying. That doesn't really work out well. I didn't manage to get anything anyways. I want to be quick with these events, but it's not happening. So one of my main concerns right now is just those pins. No, good job drifting, dude. So I want to see if these are all the pins I have to knock down in the first place. So I can hit these. That doesn't count as all of them, it seems like. So I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to get back ahead to meet the others by the time the timer runs out. But the question is then, where are the other pins that I'm missing? Because I need to think about that as well. Good job, Demon. Okay, so I was able to do that. Cool. Except I still need to worry about those pins then. I don't know why they like making your car flip over when that happens. Not being good places for drifting here either, unfortunately. But it's number one concern then, I mean drifting to it, of course, but no, my concern is then figuring out where that last pin is. Or if those were all the pins, why it's not registering me knocking them over, because that's twice I've done that. But I don't know where any other pins are. It's trying to make me roll over. It's not working. Go away. No Drift King Rhinestorm. Not for you. Ah! Dude, seriously? That's an interesting way to catch myself. I finally got a good chance to drift. Second time in a row. Aha, I righted myself. Seriously though. It's a little annoying. Well, you have uneven surfaces right here, for example. Preventing you from actually doing full drifts either. And my question is, oh, here's one. Okay, so that is, they just have the one pin that happens to be out in the middle of nowhere, in addition to all the other ones. Guys, you're being very aggressive today. Oh, well, whatever to Drifting Rhinestorm. He's not really my main concern right now. I'd like to be able to turn. Thank you. Good drift. I hate how the drifts keep being interrupted in this. I'm constantly trying to drift. Like, sometimes it's a good place like this right here, but you can't keep drifting because the ground's bumpy, and as soon as you leave the ground, it tells you, nope, that's not a drift anymore. Which is a big problem. This might be the one, or at least the first, hopefully the last. Well, point goal I actually have a hard time completing. I'm not trying to draft. You can't get multiple points for multiple things at a time either. I'm not the biggest fan of how drifting works in this game, though. It's not actually that practical in those cases, for one. Did he manage to hit me with an explosion that he shot in front of himself? I'm pretty sure the Phantom Racer just now did that. Which is peculiar. So I can only get like a couple hundred at a time with drifts. I need a lot more than that. Something like that. Aha! Shield. Shield worked very, very well. Yeah, I'll just you guys leave me alone for a little bit longer. In peace. Get them to go away. Yeah, drifts are a problem right now. As we're getting to where I do need to put in some amount of effort to actually make sure I'm staying in first. And doing that while simultaneously trying to get drift points is pretty tough. And just some stuff like that. So I wish I could see what my progress is towards a particular goal too. Just be careful about that part. Awesome. Okay. So in that case, we should be totally good. See ya, Phantom. Of course, one should always keep in mind that when physics broke down in that last portion of this course at one point, it was entirely for the benefit of the Phantom Racer, if I remember correctly. Just something to recall. In trying to discern who's at fault for what. Anyways. So that's that done. Not as much as I wanted to get done, though. I'm also going to unlock a new car from completing this tournament for the bowling alley. I'd like to try it out, whatever it is, just to see what it's like. But I don't know if we're going to have spare time to do that in a couple episodes or not. We'll have to see. Episode 35, I think that'll be. Anyways, we still have more stuff to do. So I have one more eliminator, and then we can get into the rampages, which will hopefully go a lot more quickly. Of course, it is my own fault that things are getting kind of tough at this point with regards to keeping up with everybody else, because we have cars with better AI, presumably, and better stats. They do seem more aggressive, so it does seem like they have better AI. Just lots of points in general. Okay, drafting. And rings. Okay. I don't need to do anything particular with those rings, just need to go through rings. I can handle that. So this should be okay. Just lots of drafting, and then... and jumps, of course. That'll help. Lots of drafting, and... at some point, probably just sit in a ring and pick up some stuff up from it. That was an interesting graphical effect. What was that? Something that I would assume, actually, if I didn't know anything, was... aha! Why did that hit me? I stole from myself. Awesome. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that was the drifting visual, but that's not what drifting looks like in this game. enough experience. So, never mind that, I guess. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So we still need to do drafting and all that. Let me draft you. Beautiful. And that draft went on for a lot longer than I thought it would. Okay, I should also be able to get lots of air off of this, that'll help me a lot too. Not as much as I hope. 5 more points is always good though. So what I'll try to do is just go through... Hi. What I'll try to do is I'll just try to go through rings and I get the chance, but at some point I'm also going to want to just sit right next to one and get a bunch of... I could have gone in air there. Get a bunch of power-ups all at once. Thanks. Like this. But right now it's time to sit there. Guys, can we not? Okay. More drafting, please. It's not quite what's happening. I still haven't quite figured out the secret to going through these. It's mostly just, it seems like, to try to not press the control pad at all. Or we'll steer at all, since this also has motion controls, I guess. I don't really have a reason to use these rockets, honestly. Could we? Okay, well, that's not gonna work. So we just do this instead. Ah. Did I manage to hit somebody with that? I did. It's a little weird. I pressed A just kind of as a reaction to realizing that there was a power up nearby that I could have gone through. Okay, so now I'm in first, which isn't really the best for points. But it does give me a little bit of free time to pick up more power-ups. Trying to manage both goals at once this time is a little tough. Okay. Let's not fall behind so far. And now we need to... We'll worry about a few things. Mostly not falling into last, but we also need points at the same time, which makes things a little harder than they need to be. Draft is, and still, usually my main source of income. But it's a little tough to maintain sometimes. Okay, I still don't have that gold on, which is bad. Because now I just need to worry about staying ahead. But I only have 20 seconds before this ends. Hopefully I'm close enough to the number of points I need, I can just get off of this. Nope. And I end up falling right there too, great. Okay, well that doesn't really help me. Let's take that, because I'll get the... So that'll give me the goal. So I don't need to worry about power-ups. But I still need points, and that's a little annoying. First time I'm actually having trouble getting points. So I'm trying to stay behind and whatnot. It's a lot harder staying in first when you're trying to get points. It's weird though that drafting is as hard as it is. I latch onto it so much probably because of the rampage events, honestly. Because it's not really useful outside of that, because I have such a hard time getting points from it. But when I do it well, it gets me so many points. I'll let you know how I'm drafting at this point. I'm just kind of behind the pack in general. And I can do that, for example. Sometimes when it works well. This is going to be really mean. If I manage to hit someone with a rocket on here, it'd probably be really effective. Okay, though. So now, just points. So let's go for... It's more safe to go for airs, it feels like. Get points that way. Oh. Hi, who are you? Was that Dripkin Ryan Storm? You look oddly chrome. I didn't quite recognize it. It's weird. Guys, enough. Not right now. Okay. Guys, I said not right now. I'm not even trying to race, really. Just trying to get points. I was wondering if I had managed to get just a little bit more airtime by not laying on top of that hose, if I would have gotten the points I needed last time. But I imagine not. I probably wasn't that close. I know I've made good progress this time. Of course, there are fewer cars that draft off of each time, too, as I go through this race. Okay. Still, we have more points to be gotten in some capacity. I wish I had an idea of how much. It can't be much now, because I'm thinking that draft lasts for a long time. Sometimes it lasts so much longer than other times. I don't get why. Let me draft, please. A minute. I've been getting a lot of points this time, I'm pretty sure. There's another 500 that I'll get here. Oh, thanks for taking away my turbo. You jerk. That's a lot of points that just took from me. Okay. So now I just need to finish. Okay, so Phantom, you need to take a chill pill. Stop being so aggressive. And now we can get through here and be fine, probably. I have noticed that it's usually pretty safe to ride the right-hand side of that one corkscrew. Okay, so it's not going to air or anything, it's just run on through. That's probably going to be the fastest. Okay. I do notice it's usually fastest not to try to drift or anything like that at all. This episode did run a little long, but whatever. It feels like, I guess you can get turbo by going through that green ring, but it feels like one of the fastest ways to get through this course is actually just to not try to do anything fancy at all. I don't know about going up to that shortcut on the right there. That seems like it's really a good idea, but even so. Drifting usually slows you down a ton, for example. And bouncing around all the things, trying to go up ramps and whatnot doesn't usually seem to help either. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna be that for this episode. Let's play Hot Wheels Beat That. I'll see you guys next time. The next episode, we put in more and more effort to try to finish this run through of the first difficulty today. Hopefully. I think it's gonna happen though, because we can start off on the Rampage challenges next time, and we have 2 whole episodes to do that, so we'll see. But they're still ran long, so we have less than 2 episodes. I don't know, whatever. Bye guys.